Toronto Raptors have clinched the playoff berth. Playing, my apology. Is that a playoff? I guess it's not because it doesn't count, but Raptors clinch a play-in tournament berth win, but I couldn't speak right there, berth with the win over the Charlotte Hornets. Let's get right into it. And what we're talking about right here is, they entered the day tied with the Atlanta Hawks for the 8th place and are looking to move up in the standings. And the team, finishing 8th needed this just one more victory to get into the postseason, while being the 9th seed or the 10th seed, you have to get 2 wins. So you really want to be the 7th or 8th seed in the play-in. And with that being said, how far can they go? It's a bit interesting, I'll admit. With that being said, and sorry for being convoluted in the beginning because that was a little confusing. So right now, they're still looking to move up with the standings because they're tied with the Hawks. And the Heat could get out of the play-in, but right now the Raptors they're looking at the 9th spot and being 39-39, but they're tied with the Hawks, who are the 8th spot. So with 4 games to go, let's say they really just want to pass the Hawks, so they only have to win 1 game, because if not, it's looking like they'd have to play the Bulls, and the Bulls versus Raptors, I would take the Raptors, but then they would have to play the loser of the Heat and Hawks. So that's just a tougher road. It's still possible, but I have no idea. So far, I don't have the data in front of me, but I don't think in the two years now we've done play-ins that a team that was a 9th or 10th seeds made it all into. I think the Pelicans were. Maybe I was wrong. But with that being said, if the Raptors were to make it out the play-in, they'd either be playing, at this point, the Celtics or the Bucks. And personally, I'd rather have them go against the Celtics because I think Jakob Poeltl could wreak havoc. And we've seen the Orlando Magic dominate the Celtics multiple times. And I think the Celtics are low-key falling apart. And my dad's a Celtics fan. And that by nature, the Celtics are my 4th team. And I respect them and I love them. And Larry Bird's arguably one of my favorite players. But the Raptors, and I know the whole Nick Nurse thing, but if they somehow stun the Celtics, would that save Nick Nurse's job? Also, I think how they do in the play-in will lead to who stays, because I think Pascal Siakam and Scotty Barnes and Jakob Poeltl, they'll be back. Fred VanVleet, I want them to keep Gary Trent so bad. He's 23, baby. But I understand Fred VanVleet and OG Anunoby maybe being gone, because it just seems like OG Anunoby wants the opportunity to show that he can be more. At least that's what it seems like. Maybe I'm wrong with that, but what are your thoughts on this, whole situation? Because I do think it's interesting to look at it as it's all come together, because I don't know how you alleviate this, because it, in the terms of how with the Raptors, okay, this is a team that they have the coaching questions. And, Heavy.com and the Toronto Star have been, the speculation that they want Ime Udoka and Masai Ujiri, interviewed Udoka for the coaching vacancy that Nick Nurse eventually filled. And Udoka has been involved with Basketball Without Borders, which Ujiri, works closely in. So that's an interesting part. And I think it's a weird situation, and I want to hear your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think in this situation should be the right thing to do? I don't know. I think it's interesting, because you look at it right here, because about the bench, the main problem off the bench is it's not consistent. So that's why I also get mad, because everyone's blaming Nick Nurse, but I think a big problem is Masai Ujiri hasn't done a great job in giving Nick Nurse the roster. It's since the championship, it's faltered. I want to hear your thoughts down below. We're on the way to 20,000 subscribers, so if you want to help out the channel grow, hit the like and subscribe button. But that's going to be it for me today. Peace out.